Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Gabtech Digitals. Hi, I'm Gabriel. I'll be taking you in this video, spreadsheets part of October-November 2023, paper 3 question, and that will be on spreadsheets. We looked at the website authoring in the previous video, but now we'll be looking at spreadsheets. So the paper is 70 marks, so and then we go to the spreadsheet part of the paper. The question says, the opening instruction, you are going to create a spreadsheet to calculate the income and expenditure of the sanctuary for 1 year. All currency values must be displayed in Tawara dollars, okay, and to 2 decimal places. This is an opening instruction. They may not refer to this anymore in this question, so you might need to underline it or highlight it so that you bear that in mind as you go through the questions. Step number 9, open and examine the file n23tgs.csv in your spreadsheet. Open and examine. So I'll go to my folder. This is my folder, and let's check that the name of the file n23, so I'm right. Open. Here is the file. Okay, here is the file. Then what else? Examine it. You could see this as cell A1. This one is entrance fees, shop, feeding, donations. Just to get familiar with the spreadsheet, this is for the expenditure part, you can see it. This is for the income part, and this is for the profit and loss part. Okay, so please take note of this. Then what else? Let's see the next instruction. Save this as a spreadsheet with the file name tgs underscore serial number underscore candidate number, for example tgs underscore zz9999 underscore 9999, place in the header. Okay, so to do that, let me save it as a spreadsheet with the file name tgs underscore serial number. File, save as, then locate the folder. So the instruction says again tgs underscore serial number, so that's what you're saving it as. So saving it as tgs underscore center number, tgs underscore center number. In my case, my center number is cn000 underscore, my candidate number is 000 in my own case, and the instruction says it should be saved as a spreadsheet file. So you come to Excel workbook, then you save it in your folder, and you have it saved. Then the next instruction is place in the header, then left aligned your name, sender number, and candidate number. Header, so you go to insert, come to header, left aligned. When you see left aligned, click the leftmost corner here in the header and put your name, sender number, candidate number. Your name, in my case, center number, my center number is CN, and candidate number. Okay, good. Then what's the next instruction? Right align the automated file name. Right align automated file name with its file path. Right align, so you come to the rightmost, file name with the file path. So you come here to do that, file name with the file path. So to do file name with the file path, just click the file path. So the file path, clicking on the file path alone will bring the path and the file name. Then what is next? I think that's all for 2 marks. That's all for 2 marks. So just click out of this. You can go back to normal view. Okay, good. Then the next instruction is simple. Insert to columns to the left of column A, 2 columns to the left of column A. You can see this. So this was what we add. Okay, just come here, right click and say insert 1, insert again 2, making 2. Then it looks like this. So then insert in columns, you have done this. Insert in column A the text as shown, okay, which is the month, previous month, then January to month. Let's see that again. Month, previous month, month, previous month. What else? Then January to February, January to February, January to December. So you type January, February, and I can, since I've typed January and February, I can also use the fill undo, then I drag it to, I have December. Okay, it follows. You see that? Very simple. Then it is aligned to the right, so I can align it to the right. You see, align to the right. Then this one wrap, so you click on this cell and go to wrap text, then you can adjust it because it wraps. Okay, previous month. Then the next one is income, expenditure, then profit and loss. Income is merged to G, C to G, merge and center. Then the same thing is done for expenditure, I to 11, expenditure I to L rather, not 11. Okay, merge and center. Then the same thing is done for profit and loss, that is N. And then you see merge across, merge cells, and then you can merge and center. I can center align it, middle align it. Let me see. Okay, profit and loss, and I think it's merge, text wrap. Then you can have it this way. Okay, I think it's better this way. Profits and loss. Good. Then it looks exactly like what we have here. Then we have, it is filled with color black and white. Okay, filled with color black, then text is white. Filled with color black, text is white. Then this is filled with color black and text is white. Okay, it's looking like it. Then what else? Every other thing here, they are aligned to the right. I think all the numbers are aligned to the right, and everything here is center and middle aligned. Okay, center and middle align. Okay, center and middle align. Okay, what else? So the cell C1 to G1, I1 to L1 have been merged and center aligned with 16-point white text. 16-point white text. Okay, so this is 16 points. This is 16 points, and this is 16 points. So we can still open this. Okay, good. And center line with 16-point white text on a solid black background. wrap all tests as shown, and wrap all tests as shown. I think we've done that. All tests as shown. Then what else? Wrap all tests as shown. Apart from this previous one. Okay, good. Entrance fee. Okay. Donation. Feeding. Okay. I think we are good to go. We are good to go. Okay, good. Now having it this way makes it look good. Then the next thing is place in cell G4 a function to calculate the total income for the month of January. Okay, in cell G4 a function to calculate the total income for the month of January. G4. Okay, then come to G4. That will be a function to start with equality sum, open, for January, then you press enter. So that is calculated. And don't forget, in the opening instruction they said you are going to create a spreadsheet to calculate the income and expenditure of the sanctuary for 1 year. All currency values must be displayed in Tawara dollars to 2 decimal places. So please take note of that. Tawara dollars to 2 decimal places. So I think it would be better for us if we could make all these to $sign and 2 decimal places. Then place in cell L4 a function to calculate the total expenditure for the month of January. L4 to calculate total expenditure sum for the month of, okay, good. So I think it will be good. Entrance fee, okay, shop feeding and all that, to 2 decimal places. Then the next one is place in cell, we've done this, place in cell N4 a formula to calculate the profit for the month of January. N4 this is N4 to calculate the profit for the month of January. So profit will be equals, this is N4. If this is total income, this is total expenditure, then you will know whether we have profit or loss. So equals income minus expenditure, and we have this. So the question says the profit, place in cell N4 a formula to calculate the profit for the month of January. The profit is total income minus the total expenditure for this month. Total income, here is the total income, which is G. Total income is G minus total expenditure, which is L4. G4 minus L4. That's correct. Then the next one is place in cell O4 a formula to calculate the balance at the end of January. The balance at the end of January, cell O4. This is the balance from the month before added to this month's profit or loss. This is the balance from the month before, which is added to this month's profit or loss. O4, let's go to O4. Here is O4. Okay, good. Which is the balance from the month before added to this month's profit or loss. So that will be equals balance previously plus added to the profit or loss of this particular month plus. So we have this, then this is what we have. Good. Then what else? Replicate the formulae entered in steps 11 to 14 for each month. Replicate the formulae entered in steps 11 to 14 for each month. Okay, for each month, so we replicate for each month. This is this month. We replicate it for this, for each month, and we replicate this for this. This is calculated as a G minus, so we drag it open for this, and then we drag it open for this. So then that is done for this one mark. Now the next instruction is 16. Apply appropriate formatting to all numeric data. Appropriate formatting. If you go back to the opening instruction, it told us that wherever we have number currency value, it should display as Tawara dollars and to 2 decimal places. So everywhere we have that, so we select all of this, press down the control for multiple selection, all of this, press down the control for all of this, press down the control for all of this. So having selected all, then you go to number format and pick dollar and to 2 decimal places, and that's exactly what we have here, everything to 2 decimal places. So if this part is not showing, you can open it up until everything is showing. Okay, good, everything is showing, and you understand reason why we have some values in bracket. That means they are negative values. That's why we have it in bracket like this. Okay, take note of that. Then what's the next instruction? Now you realize that this column B and column H and column M, they are reduced in width, they are width. So we select it B, H and M. B, so we come B, so we select B, H and M. So now we just pick any of the cell, column and reduce it, and the 3 of them will be reduced at the same time. Okay, yes, it's not looking like the one we have in the template on the question paper. Then having done that, number 17, apply conditional formatting to all cells in the range N4 to N15. N4 to N15. Yes, N4 to N15. Okay, selected N4 to N15. Apply conditional formatting to all cells in the range, so that if the cell contains a negative number, it is shown as white text on a red background. It is shown as white text on a red background. So having selected it, so you just go to conditional formatting, then go to new rules. Then again, instruction says that if in the range N4 to N15, if the cell contains a negative number, it is shown as white text on a red background. If the cell contains a negative number, so we pick format all cells based on their value, format only cells that contain, so I'll pick that. If the cell value is, so we pick, if the cell value is less than 0, that's negative, less than 0, then format, if it's less than 0, that is negative, then it is shown as white text on a red background. White text, so you show as white text, color white text on a red background. So we go to fill and pick red, okay, and say okay, good. So we have these two. Highlight the negative values. Good. So we have applied that. Then the next instruction, place in your evidence document a screenshot showing the conditional formatting rule, the cell range and format. So how do we take that? We have it selected, go to conditional formatting and go to manage rules. So this way we'll look at it, manage rules. So they want to see this cell reference, and the value is less than 0, which is negative, and this is applied white text on red background. So you are taking this as your evidence document. So just take the screenshots of this. So don't forget that will be N4 to N15. Then say okay, go to your evidence document and paste this as your evidence. Just bring your cursor here and go to paste and paste it. Okay, fine. Then the next instruction is save your spreadsheet. Print your spreadsheet showing the formulae. Save. So to save it, I have the spreadsheet, then I come to save here. Save. I've saved. What's the next thing? Print your spreadsheet. Print showing the formulae. Make sure that okay, print your spreadsheet. Here is the spreadsheet file showing the formulae. Means you come to formulas and go to show formulas. After you have clicked on show formulas, what's the next thing? Check the instruction. Make sure showing the formulae. Make sure that the row and column headings are displayed. Row and column headings are displayed. So you come back to home, row and column heading, you see that at page layout, then you go to print titles, then you go to row and column headings, and that will be, you check this row and column headings. What else? Then the page orientation is landscape, so go to it, page that is landscape. I think I already have that page. Oh sorry, landscape here, landscape. What else? The content of all cells are fully visible and can be easily read. Fully visible and can be easily read. So after you have said this, say okay, then just click on this grid line to do auto fit content. Double click auto fit content, double click here, auto fit content, so that nothing will be hidden. Auto fit content, 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 auto fit content. Then you do it again for all the columns. Wow, you do it for all the columns. Good, we have all that. So having done that, then the question says that make sure that the row and column headings display, the page orientation, the content of all cells fully visible, print your spreadsheet showing the formulae. So having selected this, make sure you go to your paper size and pick A4. That's your default paper setting, A4. Then make sure that nothing is hidden. Okay, nothing is hidden. Then go to print preview. Okay, you can see that it's breaking to the next page. So you could actually leave it like this, or go to scaling and say fit all columns on one sheet. Okay, good, and you have that. Then when you have done that, you can now print it. Print your spreadsheet showing the formulae. So I'm going to call this step 18 to print it. So I'll come here and say print to PDF. Click here and call it step 18. Step 18 hyphen printout. Okay, in PDF. So I can save it in the same folder I've been working with, which is here. I can save it here, and I have that. Wow, great, that has been done. So I have that. Then the next one is the next instruction. That was for 2 marks. The next instruction is print your spreadsheet showing the values. Make sure showing the values. So I'll go back. When I have this, instead of formulas, I will click on show formulas again. So I have it as values. Then I can adjust this auto fit content so that nothing is hidden. Nothing is hidden. Nothing is hidden. Nothing is hidden. Okay, good. This is fine. Okay, this is fine. Nothing is hidden. Nothing is hidden. So fine. I think I'm good with this now. Then what's the next thing? The printout fit on a single landscape page. The row and column headings are not displayed. The content of all cells fully visible and can be easily read. So, but the row and column headings are not displayed. Remember that we already put it to this. So you come back to page layout, print titles, then remove row and column heading. The page is still landscape and everything is intact. Then click on print preview. See the way it looks when you print it on paper. So we have that. Okay, then you can call it step 19 and save it. So step 19, step 19, I'll say file. Let me close this. This is why it's having issue. Print preview. See the preview and call it step 19. Okay, then if it's not saving as PDF, I can save it also and call it step 19. Step 19, I call it printout 2. That's my printout 2. I save it in the same folder. So that is done. Then the next thing is number 20. The October donations were entered incorrectly. The October donations were entered incorrectly. So let's go back to October donations. Another thing you can do before I go too far is the fact that you could put this borderline to your work just to make it look more presentable. You can select it and go to home and put all border so that when you print it, the borderline will show. So that is good. So we were actually on step 20. The October donations were entered incorrectly. So go back to October donations. This is donations and go back to October. Yes, October. Yes, this row is for October. So the question says October donations were entered incorrectly. In October, the donations were $42. In October, the donations were $42.10. Correct this dollar in the spreadsheet and print the spreadsheet showing the values. In October, the donations. So under donations, yes, donation in October row, which is 42.10. October row, under donation, you can see it. This is 42.10 dollar. So you can see this has changed. You can see this has changed. So correct this data in the spreadsheet and print the spreadsheet showing the values. So I'll just come showing the values. Make sure that the printout fit on a single line page, fit on a single landscape page. The row and column headings are not displayed. The content of all cells are fully visible for 3 marks. So having changed that, having changed this, then I go to file, print preview. Okay, everything is intact. Row and column heading not displayed according to the instruction. Row and column headings not displayed. The content of all cells are fully visible and can be easily read. Okay, if row and column headings were displayed, so you would have seen the row labels and the column labels. So you can see that it's not there. Then you can preview it and see for yourself. Okay, if it's intact, you can see it. Okay, good. Then as it's that is not there, call it step 20 and print out 3, and that is when you have your 30 mark for all of them. Okay, just screen and print. And if that is not working, just save it as a file, save in the same folder, call it step 20, print out 3 and save. You have that. So then the next instruction is task 5, printing the evidence document. Make sure that your name, sender number and candidate number appear on every page of the evidence document. Every page of the evidence document. Then save your evidence document and print. So I'll come to the evidence document, look at all the evidences I've taken from the web authoring task. You see my name, candidate number and center number appear on every page. So when I print it, so it has the name of the person there. So okay, good. Then I can now print it, file, save as, and save as in the same folder, which is folder, which folder? That is paper 3. I go to desktop to locate it. That is desktop, and I save it. Then I print it the same way. Okay, good. The same way. Okay, and I click on print to print. So save your evidence document, print your evidence document, and that's how we have come to the end of this paper. So you can see that the spreadsheet part of this paper is quite simple and straightforward. Like I've been saying in other video, you realize that if the HTML part comes first and has higher task or so much task, then the other part, which is spreadsheet, will have less difficult task to do, and that's exactly what we saw in this paper. So this is how we handled the question in paper 3 of November 2023. So I want to encourage you to like this video, share it with other people, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and drop your questions and comment in the chat box below. So till I come your way in the next video, get ready for your examination and do well with all these video clips. Thank you. Bye for now.